Hi everyone, this is Kathleen with Windy Chaos, and I wanted to show off our newest kit today. It's London, and you're going to see a lot of revamp within this sticker book. Just know that I have been organizing my stickers, and wow, I found that I have a lot of favorite shapes, and I wanted to bring them over. So let's just jump right into this. First, you're going to have a little bit of an intro page, and here are some links here. Be sure to check them out. We would love to have you in the Facebook group. Please feel free to post no matter whose kits you're using. But on this intro page, you'll also have what the fonts are that are being used in that kit, and you'll see those hex codes on every page. You also get this cute little updated icon, which is the pinwheel. All right, our first section is the calendar section, and you'll see in light gray at the very top like how many pages are in each section. We've got 5 sets of dates, of date dot type things. So we've got these dots, then we've got a deco, which are these darling little teacups. And then we've got this dark font, which is a really nice crisp font. And then we've got 2 fonts that are complementary in color and just kind of fun. And they have a little bit of opacity to them. You can see here that you can layer these on and have some fun with that opacity being reduced. And then we've got days of the week. Here are some with the little abbreviations, and then these really darling circles. Then it also includes the word weekend in them. And these look so cute on a couple of the shapes. Oh my goodness, can't wait to show you that in the mock-ups. And then we've got the arched words in over and under and light and dark, with Monday through Sunday and the weekend, and also some time designations. And then we've got months, which may expand with some fun background stuff, but for right now we just have it with a print and a script. And then we've got the deco, the clip art, my favorite part. So we've got Big Ben here. I always like to have kind of this shaded edge. I just think that it makes for the easiest time placing things, especially if you want to layer them. We've got a camera. There's always time for a cuppa. Here's the Buckingham Palace gates, a double-decker bus, Buckingham Guard, God Save the King, the London Eye, a passport, Mind the Gap, and then this sweet tea set with a teapot, sugar bowl, the cup of tea, and this cute little tea tin. And then London is my cup of tea. And then we've got London, the telephone booth with Big Ben in the distance. This is a fun little element that you'll see again in the patterns. It's just a watercolor rendition of the tube signs. But what might be fun is to name yourself a couple of stations, and make yourself a tube map one week, home to work to school to shopping, and name each of those a tube stop. Anyhow, and then we've got London, established AD 43. We've got the Tower Bridge. London Bridge is falling down. Just kidding. This you're going to see in another part, but I consider it deco as well. So I just kind of put it in both places. But we've got the fish and chips and a fish and chip shop. And we've got the British flag with the Thames and London behind it. And then this beautiful tea set up for an afternoon tea. And then we've got labels, And I did kind of frame these so that if you look close, you've got this pretty bit of shadow there, which is really fun. And I did the same thing on the circles. And then these are like a circle with a flag. And then we've got the file folders. We've got regular appointment labels. I call these ribbon labels. These look kind of like a postage stamp, an oblong one, but they're really cute because they have kind of a shading on the edges, which makes them just a little more dimensional. And then we've got the patterns in a large and a small. And then we've got shapes for all your widgets, ovals and rectangles of various sizes with different rounded edges. At the bottom here, you'll see that some of them there's one set that's got the clip art masked behind it, well, in front of it, but and then the notepad size, also there's a decorative element there if you just want to add them in. They're so cute. Travel is always a good idea. And then we've got planner bits is what I'm calling this. Some people might call this kind of scrapbooky part, but I call it the planner bits. We've got these cute little corner things that you can do with a banner, a half fan, a triangle, and then these gift tags, which I think are super fun. And I made these little ribbons that can just really kind of jazz it up, make it super cute. We've got the photo frames. You've got 4 in kind of that Polaroid, one square shape, and then we've got 4 that are in a rectangle shape. You've got a mix of solids and patterns, and I did a couple of these little strips, and those can fit really cute inside one of these little envelopes. But I also love the gift tags in there with like a short list. I think that's really fun as well. So lots of fun with these little pockets and such. And then I did include as a new thing one of these scales, 1 through 10, and you can make up whatever you want. That can be how productive you were, how lazy you were, how much rest you got, or whatever works for you. Okay, and then we've got the washi, which is always fun and something I love to use. So we've got a narrow, a wide, and then a really skinny one that is just a solid color. And then we've got some planner words in lights and darks. These top 4 right here just kind of go with the theme of traveling. And then these are more of your everyday errands, home, meal plan to do work. And then these are ones that I made up for those little scales of mood, pain, productivity, and rate the day. If there's something specific that you like to use the scales for and you want me to include that word, just let me know, and I'll try to update that. And then we've got the patterns. So in the patterns, we've got 4 patterns, and then we have them in different sizes. So I did a tube map. This is what I'm kind of calling an abstract of the British flag. I think that's kind of cute. This is the T. Isn't that pretty? And then this doesn't have a background to it, which makes it kind of fun. It's the that tube sign again. And then here we have them in a portrait size or full box, however you want to call that. And the same thing, but in a landscape orientation. And then those same landscape and portrait here are in a texture. So where I've taken off the background, I've taken out the color, and you can just use it for a texture, which is really fun to do. It just gives so much dimension to your spreads without competing too much with the actual with the actual clip art sometimes. So there we go. And that brings us to the layouts. And so I played with doing some of these shapes with the portrait, landscape. You get 4 portrait, 4 landscape, and 4 strips, which are just like the skinny strips that you can use like on the side if you like. And then we get into some of the shapes that I used before, but I did a couple of things a little bit different. First, I did an offset of these little ends. So you can see there, it's like a half of an arch. And then these are the full arches. Sorry if you're hearing my dog. And here we've got the 7 bars, which is fabulous. This is so much fun with those circle days of the week. You'll see that here in a minute. The circles and bars together. And then we've got the circles. And again, I kind of kept these shapes together because they're just easy to pop in. But you can also use them separately if you want just 3 or 4 of those. And then same thing with the hexagons. Here it is all together with all the distances kind of, evened out and everything. But if you have a different idea or a different pattern you want to make with them, you can. Same thing with the shingles. I did that little offset again, and I think this just turned out really, really cute. And the same thing with the squares. And what was fun was it made it so I could use some of the really dark colors that are sometimes hard to see text on. I could use those on the edges to give that pop of color, but not obliterate the functionality. And then each kit I try to do a shape that is related to the theme. This time I did the little teacups, and you get 4 of those individually. So you can use those however you like. Or just use 7 if you're just doing, like a weekly spread and want to use 7. So that's everything, guys. That is the brand new London. Let me pull up a couple of mock-ups to show you. This is in the Planning to Prosper landscape. Isn't that cute? I just did a daily spread with like your top 3 priorities, but I think this is darling. I used a little bit of washi strip in this one. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And then this one I think is probably my favorite. I don't know. I have 2 favorites, I think. I'll show you the other one here in just a second. But I love how these bars and circles work with this one and the little teacups. I just think that's so cute. And I used that Buckingham Palace clip art just kind of as a big background, and then still popped in the guard and just cropped him at the bottom and put in that little tea set and the God Save the King. So how cute is that? Now I'm going to jump over into Breezy Organization. This is the portrait one on that. This is probably my other real favorite. I just kind of love the simplicity of it. It came together super fast. I love the note cards in the pocket. And then using this label here at the bottom, I just think turned out so cute. That's the label, and then the circle label on top, and then another circle, and then using the date dot, and then just kind of layering up some washi. I think it's so fun. And then this one, I used the squares. It just kind of layered up again. This one's maybe a little too busy for me, but it was still really fun to just make it very London-y. And then I used some of those little curved guys, and I think that's just really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy the kit. and look forward to more destinations. I have one that's probably 75% done, well, maybe 50% done, that I hope to add soon. And then I've got so many ideas. I just don't really, sometimes I feel like I just don't have the time to sit down and do it. But I'm going to try to really make it a priority because this is my love. I enjoy this so much. And honestly, I would do it just for myself, but it is even more fun when I get to share it with you. So thanks again for watching, and don't forget to use that Windy Chaos library to go in there and find other little things that you might be able to use, and I'll try to update some things soon in there as well. Just fun freebies that will just make planning even more delightful. Thank you again, and take care. Bye.